Jim.
Yeah, you were just quoting Sean Hannity there. The House and Senate Intelligence Committees are
I also
quoting
quoted,
the FBI.
I get you're going to cherry
The
pick.
FBI director, you're citing Sean Hannity
No.
and
Okay.
Andrew Napolitano.
You also look over. You also tend to overlook all of the other sources because I know you want to cherry pick it. But but you do. But where was your concern about the New York Times reporting? You didn't seem to have a concern with that.
We have done plenty of reporting on all of this.
No,
Sean.
but you want to cherry
these
pick
connections between
one
the
commentary,
aides to
one
the
piece of
president,
commentary.
associates of the president to the Russians. That has all been looked at. And
No,
it's-
wait. How do you know all this? How do you seem to be such an expert in this?
I'm saying that this has been looked at, Sean. We've
How
all
do
looked
you
at
know
it,
it's been looked
that
at?
there have been-
Hold on. Where is? I'm sorry. I'm afraid to understand. Where can you tell me how you know that all of this is quote been looked at?
You're asking me whether or
You
not
made a
it's been looked
statement.
at.
You said quote all of this has been looked at.
Other outlets have reported.
No. So okay. So
on
we're supposed.
contacts
So when your
between
outlet says it's all been
associates
looked
and aides of
at,
the president and the Russians during the 2016 campaign, it sounds like during the context of that investigation, there might have been some intercepted communications. The House Intelligence Committee chairman did mention that, and we have reported that. Others have reported that on our air and various publications. But Sean, what you are refusing to answer, the question that you're refusing to answer, is whether or not the president still
no, I'm
believes
not.
what he
I just
believes.
said it to Jonathan. I didn't refuse to
But
answer
you
that.
have a Senate and House Intelligence Committee, both leaders from both parties on both of those panels saying that they don't see any evidence of any wiretapping. So how can the president go on and continue to say
Because that's not
these
because
things?
you're mischaracterizing what Chairman Nunez said. He said, "quote I think it's possible he's following up on this." So to suggest that is actually, and you're stating unequivocally that you somehow
literally. He said if you take the
right,
president
and I think that
literally,
we've already
he
cleared
is
that
wrong.
up. And he said exactly that. But the president has already said clearly when he referred to wiretapping, he was referring to surveillance. So that's
But it sounds like, Sean, that
Okay.
you and the president are saying now, well, we don't mean wiretapping anymore
No,
because
we-
that's not true anymore.
no,
So now
we-
we're going to
no,
expand that
that's
to
not-
other forms of surveillance. What's it going to be next?
No, Jim, I think that's cute, but at the end of the day, we've talked about this for 3 or 4 days. What the president had the quote wiretapping in quotes. He was referring to broad surveillance, and now you're basically going back. We talked about this several days ago. The bottom line is that the investigation by the House and the Senate has not been provided all of the information. And when it does, but where was the concern? Hold on, I just
News reports, not evidence.
no.
not
What I
conversations
think the
with
president
FBI
addressed
director.
that last night and said there's more to come. These are merely pointing out that I think there's widespread reporting that throughout the 2016 election there was surveillance that was done on a variety of people that came up.
Investigation
Well,
going
how
on
do
into
you-
whether
Jim,
there were
I find
contacts
it
between the
interesting that you-
president's campaign
you
and the
somehow
Russians.
believe that
of
you-
course, they're going to be looking at
Okay.
these various things.
Okay,
mean,
I
isn't
get
that
it. And somehow you seem to believe that you have all of this information. You've been read in on all of these things, which I find very interesting.
I have been read in by the FBI
Well, no,
director,
you're
but the
coming to
House
some
and Senate
serious
Intelligence
conclusions
Committees have
for a
been.
guy that has zero intelligence class.
Give me some credit.
I'll give you some
A little intelligence, maybe. But no, but
clearance.
what I'm saying is that
I wasn't done. Clearance.
Those two panels.
Maybe both.
Well, come on. Those two panels have spoken with the FBI director and have
I
been told
understand
there's
that.
no evidence of this.
Okay,
So why
I
not
think
just-
this question's been
why don't
asked
we
and
just
answered,
end
Jim.
This farce and just have the
Because
president say
it's
he was
interesting
wrong.
how you jump to all of these conclusions about what they have, what they don't have, and you seem to know all the answers. But at the end of the day, there was clearly a ton of reporting.
from now,
Hold
whatever
on,
you're wrong, you're
Jim.
gonna-
Let me answer. No, I think that there's been a vast amount of reporting, which I just detailed, about activity that was going on in the 2016 election. There's no question that there were surveillance techniques used throughout this. I think by a variety of outlets that have reported this activity concluded. So, and I think when you actually ask those two people whether or not, and as Chairman Nunes says yesterday, when you take it literally in wiretapping, the president's already been very clear that he didn't mean specifically wiretapping. He had it in quotes. So I think to fall back on that is a false premise. That's not what he said. He was very clear about that when he talked about it yesterday. Major.
Sean,